I'm gonna throw away this. Source. All the time. All right. Actually, I know I saw Ashley here. Can I airdrop you this? This is your homework, so you can start today. And can you put on a group chat? This is the first part of the homework, at least. Yeah. Can you put on a group chat? That's the first part, so that way you have something to do here. And I will post the second part. Just put it in the second part. All right.
How do you get rid of the negative? Don't look at the
All right, which question? 16. Okay. I have a question 16. And I'm gonna copy and paste here. I'm gonna erase. And I look around, a lot of people try, but they didn't do it right. So I want to make sure that make sure you guys understand all the stuff. So first of all, I have a called quadratic inequality. Why do I have quadratic inequality? Because I have a second degree. Anything second degree is called quadratic. So what you can do is move everything to the other side. So I can subtract this over. So it'll be 2x squared minus 17 over 3x minus 1 less than 0. Always make sure they are equal, less equal to 0. Or greater or equal to 0. Whatever. Always set it equal to 0. And then I'll multiply this by the 3 because I don't like fractions. So I can multiply this by 3. That's going to be 6x squared minus 17x minus 3 less than 0. Because 3 times 0 is still 0. So far, any questions?
What are the negative?
I subtract 17 over 3x on both sides.
Oh.
And I plus 1 on both sides. Whoever had a ping pong ball, can you throw it to me? Thank you.
Oh.
That was a good throw, though. That's a good throw. I can't talk over that ping pong ball, so.
Well,
Even though we played ping pong up here last period.
that's so long.
We were in the resiliency day.
That's better for mental health.
See, I actually care about personal mental health. I'm trying to help people's personal health, so they have time to play ping pong. All right. So anyway, so this is 6x squared minus 17x minus 3. Now this is the part I had to do a number line test. Okay, so make sure you put away the ping pong ball. So then you have to factor this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna factor, and that's 6x squared minus 3 minus 17x. And so I'm going to do, well, I know 17, so 6 times 3 is 18. So it's probably just 18 minus 1. So I'm going to do 6 and x. Usually I do 3 and 2, but this case I kind of see what happened. So 3 and 1. So this is going to be 18x, and this is x. This is going to be negative. So it'll be x minus 3 times 6x plus 1, and it's less than 0. So this is the one part that you have here. Now, when you get to this part, you say, okay, sorry. Go to the test question. You should write down. So with that being said, that you could have x minus 3, 6x plus 1 less equal to 3. Now I'm going to go find endpoint. The point I'm going to test will be x equal to negative 3, x equal to 3, x equal to negative 1 over 6. Is that okay? And then it's going to give you a 3 and negative 1 over 6. And this is x minus 3 and the 6x plus 1. So I'm going to write a factor next to it because I have to do a number line test. Remember, on your test, you need to do a number line test. If you don't do a number line test, I cannot give you credit. However, that's okay. When you get to this part, you say, okay, well, I got down to this part. I need to test a number. Which number I want to plug in? I want to plug in from negative infinity to negative 1 over 6. Negative 1. So if I plug in negative 1 into here, so pay attention. Make sure you do all this part because this probably was most point. How do I get rid of that ruler? Anyway, don't know how to get rid of it. If I plug in negative 1, then that's going to be negative times negative. That's going to be negative. Is that okay? Any questions? Any questions? If I plug in negative 1, that's going to give you negative 6 plus 1, so it's going to be negative. 2 negative sign becomes positive. Is that okay? Now, between negative 1 over 6 and 3, what's a good number to plug in? 0. 0 minus 3 is negative sign. 0 plus 1 is going to be plus 1. Am I going too fast?
Okay, how are you getting those numbers?
Okay, how do I choose between negative 1 over 6 to 3? The best number I'm going to choose is because negative 1 over 6 to 3 is 0. So I plug in 0 into here. 0 minus 3, I got minus sign. 0 times 6, that's positive. Huh? Negative 1 because that's the value less than negative 1 over 6. Or I can pick negative 2. It doesn't matter. Long as you pick negative infinity to negative 1 over 6.
Well, in the middle, 0 is the best y.
Yeah, because 0 is the easiest to plug in.
But
So
it
that
would work if I put just 1.
it will work if you plug in 1 because 1 minus 3 is negative and 1 times 6 is 6 plus 1, 7 is positive. So you're just going to get exact same sign. But you have to plug into the factor. Those factor on the side. I'm going to plug into it. Now I'm going to plug in 4 because 4 is greater than 3. Is that okay? So that's going to give you a positive, 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 negative. Elizabeth, you don't understand. Do you understand now? Okay. So now I'm going to go back to answer the question. Well, what is the question? The problem is you guys don't know what is the question. This is the question. It's less than 0 means you write it down. Look for negative region. So what is the negative region? Well, the answer is negative 1 over 6 and 3. Now let's go check the endpoint. This one's including bracket. So you should have bracket included because if you plug in 3, what will happen? 3 minus 3 is 0. And 0 times any number is 0. 0 is less equal to 0. So 0 is, so negative 1 over 6 is included. Positive 3 is included because if you plug in those values, still be 0 less equal to 0, which is still a true statement. So therefore, this is how you found out the answer for this one.
0 is less.
So you have to including the endpoint. In the pre-calc, you gotta learn how to start recognizing what an endpoint is. An endpoint included or not included? And that's one of the things I want you to do, but not in AP pre-calc because in calculus, we're gonna start focusing a lot more about that detail. We're gonna see are they including or not including, especially going to even calc BC. You're gonna care about endpoint when we're doing radius of convergence in terms of sequence and series. So you had to pay attention to the endpoint, but AP pre-calc doesn't teach you that. I'm gonna teach you that because I think it's important for the future, not right now. Yes.
So final answer is like the thing at the bottom.
Yep, negative 1, 6 to 3. So this is the final answer. The number line test needed to get the final answer. So for example, on this question, if I were to give you a check mark, I will give you a check mark, see if you factor it right, or if you move to one side. The second check mark is to see if you do a number line. The third check mark is the answer. So that's how would I categorize. So this one has 3 check mark instead of other question only were 2 check mark. So this is one of the questions you have to know. Elizabeth first and Nicholas.
So this is more points.
And yes, you have to know this. And I'm going to talk about other questions involved with this one too. Nicholas, yes.
What scenario do you look for a positive region?
Oh, good. A good question. That means this part is greater or equal to 0. Then you look for, instead of negative, this will be positive. Because it's greater than 0, that means positive region. Now, you're going to say, how do I find out if my answer is correct? Look at the graph, right? How do I get rid of this ruler?
Probably click it and press the ruler button.
Where's the ruler button? Oh, there it is. You're so smart.
That's what I think.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
6x squared and minus 17x. I think it's minus 1 or minus 3. Minus 3, right?
Yeah.
So basically, is the answer. How do you tell the answer? It's less than 0. So you're going to say, well, less than 0 must be below x-axis. So it's basically 0.1667 all the way to 3. And it's including that value because you have to including the endpoint. You look at it below x-axis for the solution. Now, if it's greater than 0, you can look at on this graph, it'd be negative 30 to negative 0.1666 and all the way from 3 to infinity. Roger, everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Now, we're going to talk about the last question. We're going to talk about domain on one situation. So I including on last year's test, and I'm going to including on this year's test. So this one is going to be domain. So I already factor everything for you. And domain. And this is on the test as well. How do I find domain of this function? Well, we know 2 things. Domain. What's inside the radical cannot equal to.
That all.
Somebody say something here. What did you say? Somebody, Caleb? No, somebody say something here.
Negative number.
Who says negative number? David, okay. All right. No, it's not David. It's Anthony. I always get confused between your names. I'm so sorry.
It was me.
Oh, it was you say?
No, it was.
Okay.
Say negative.
He's a stupid idiot that lies.
I'm not stupid. I never lied.
Okay, be nice now.
Okay, he's a stupid white boy.
Okay. So now what Anthony says, inside the radical cannot be negative number. So if I sum up the sum here, end up being negative, then that is square root of negative number. For example, imagine that if I will plug in, that just says maybe 3. It'll be 3 minus 2 is the top is positive, right? 3 plus 4 is positive, but 3 minus 7 is going to give you a negative. So I will sum up to be negative. So 3 is actually doesn't work in the situation. Reason being is if I plug in 3, this whole thing inside the radical is called radicand, will be less than 0. Then your square root of some value that's less than 0 is actually not okay. Are you guys following me? You sure? Okay. So what you do is if I want to find a domain, I need to pay attention to this. I just pay attention to radicand. And radicand is going to be x minus 2, x plus 4, and x minus 7. That is going to be greater equal to 0. But we're going to go back and debating greater or equal to 0 in a second. Because those are the points that you have to be very, very cautious. Go analyze each thing that can happen. So then this is called a, as opposed to before, this is called a quadratic inequality equation. So this here is called a compound inequality. So a compound inequality is operating the same exact way as a quadratic. except now I have 3 endpoints. I have 3 factoring. So you're going to have to figure out what the endpoint is. So it'll be x minus 2 equal to 0, x plus 4 equal to 0, x minus 7 equal to 0, x equal to 2, x equal to negative 4, x equal to 7. So then I have 3 from left to right, from most negative to most positive. And I'm going to put x minus 2, x plus 4, and x minus 7. And I put all 3 factors there. Now I'm going to ask Arthur here, what will be a number I want to try between negative infinity to negative 4?
-5.
Good. So what happens if you plug in negative 5 in here? Negative 5 minus 2. What kind of sign am I going to get?
-7.
Good. I don't care about it's negative, but we just care about it's negative 7. What happened is a negative 5 plus 4. Is that negative or positive?
Negative.
Yes.
One.
And then negative 5 minus 7. Is that positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, here's the last question. What's a negative times negative times negative?
Negative.
Negative. So the region here is negative. Is that what we're looking for?
No.
No, because we won't want a square root of a negative number, right? Okay, let's go from negative 4 to 2. What would be a good number to plug in? Let's just say, Roger, what would be a good number to plug in between negative 4 to 2?
1.
1. Okay, let's do that. If you can do 1, so what's 1 minus 2? Is that negative or positive?
We didn't do
Negative.
that, right? It's just to be in between the two.
Yeah. So he said 1. The other number is easier, but we're going to deal with 1 because he says 1.
What's easier?
0 will be easier. Yeah. But what's a 1 plus 5? Is that negative or positive, Roger? What? Positive. Good. What's a 1 minus 7? Good. So now 2 negative sign and 1 positive sign. What's the result of the sign? Good. Because 2 negative here, it will become positive, and positive times positive is positive. Does that make sense? Okay. Now from 2 to 7. Nicholas, which number I plug in?
4.
4. So what's the first one? It's going to be positive or negative?
Positive.
What's the second one?
It's gonna be positive.
What's the third one?
Negative.
What's the final sign?
Negative.
Good. That's it. Now between 7 to infinity, which number I will plug in? That just says Elizabeth.
10.
10. So it's gonna be what?
Positive. Positive. Positive.
And the result is what?
Positive.
Okay. Now here's what's my answer. Elizabeth, you're gonna finish with the answer? Can you finish your answers?
Double questions?
Yeah. Because this is number line test. That's not an answer, by the way.
Yeah. So we're gonna be looking for. Oh, we have to. Are we just doing what we did with the last question, or are we getting rid of the square root?
We right now we know that this has to be greater than the radicand inside the radical has to be greater than 0. So what is it right now? What do you think the answer region is going to be?
-4 to 2 and 7 to infinity.
Okay, I'm going to write down -4 to 2 and 7 to infinity, but I'm not going to write down any sign. I'm not going to end up with a bracket and things. I'm going to go analyze each endpoints now. Here's what you have to be cautious. Is a -4 is including or not including?
It's included.
Anybody else is different?
It's not included.
Not including. Well, Josiah, you said not including. Why is not including?
Negative.
No, that's not because why. And anybody know can tell me? Yes.
Because if you add the 4, then like
Almost. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. Why is a -4 should not be included? Anthony?
It's extraneous.
Well, and not exactly extraneous, but yes, I can see why you say that. What'd you say?
Is it a whole? The denominator is zero.
Denominator going to be 0. What happened when denominator equal to 0?
That's fine.
It's undefined. Remember, if I were to plug in -4 here, right? If I were to plug in -4 right here, right? This plug in, I'm going to get 0. 0 times anything is 0. So it's going to be some number over 0. That's undefined. So therefore, -4 cannot include. So even parentheses, even though this is greater or equal to, but I will probably be safe to say just greater than. But it could be equal to. So it's like kind of tricky. So that one is like whether should I put or not should I put? I don't know. I have to go analyze each endpoint. So what happened at 2? Can 2 include it or not include it? Devin says what?
Yes.
Why?
When you plug it in, it's not going to become undefined.
It's not going to be undefined because it's on the top. If 0 over a number is okay. So this one is included. Is that okay? Okay, is 7 included or not? 3? 3. No? Why?
Because it's in the denominator.
It's in the denominator, so it's a parenthesis. Now, is infinity included or not included? It's never including infinity because infinity is not reachable, not attainable. Except Buzz Lightyear. Yes.
Do you put union in it?
Yes, you do put union in there if you want to. That's fine. I can accept both, but you do need to put union if you want a proper answer. So this will be proper answer. Now this one and the quadratic inequality, I feel like they are a little bit harder question. You're gonna get literal equation, so like a pig problem, anything like that, you gotta be able to do. Yes, Elizabeth.
So that's the final answer.
That's the final answer. So in terms of this, I will give you credit if you find the endpoints. I will give you says greater than 0 because we are looking for greater than 0. Why we don't want to look at greater than 0? Because we can square root negative number. And we look at here, I'm not sorry, the number line, and we look at the answer. So 3 check mark for this particular question. Any questions? This will be one question that on the test is kind of unique, that you have to go analyze each endpoint. And you have to be very critical about those endpoints to be very precise to find the correct answer. Any questions? Yes? Any other homework question you need me to go over? Yes.
Go over
13. What does 13 says?
So square root.
Hold on, let me find it for it. 13 is square root of 2x minus 3 plus x equal to 3. Now, this is on the test. This particular question is on the test. What do you do first, Nicholas?
Take out the x.
Good. So square root 2x minus 3 equal to 3 minus x. Not take it out. You move to the right. Okay. So what do you do next?
You square both sides.
You square both sides. Yes. And that's going to give you 2x minus 3 equal to 9. Now, don't kill a puppy. Remember, that's how you kill a puppy. 9 minus 6x plus x squared, and that's what the result it should be at the end. Did you kill a puppy, Nicholas?
I don't think I killed a puppy. I think I just squared it wrong.
Yeah. What did you get? 9 minus x squared?
I might have killed a puppy.
Yeah, that's the kill a puppy. The reason how do you avoid it? If you want to avoid that, just 3 minus x times 3 minus x. And if you do like this, that's going to give you 9 minus 3x minus 3x and then plus x squared. So don't kill a puppy in this situation. But that's fine. That's a good example. So that's going to give you x squared minus 6x plus 9, 2x minus 3. Now, I'm going to write it in a descending order. That means the degree has to go down. So that's equal to x squared. I must subtract 2x on both sides. It'll be minus 8x. If I subtract 3 on both sides, it's going to give you what? No, add 3, it's going to be 12. So that's going to be x minus 6 and x minus 2 equal to 0, x equal to 6, x equal to 2. Now, which one is extraneous?
6.
6 is extraneous? Okay, let's plug in 6. So square root of 12 minus, 6 times 2. 12 minus 3 is 9. Plus 6 equal to 3. That's not extraneous. 3 plus 6 is not 3. So that's 9. So that's not answer. X equal to 2, does it work? 2 works. Perfect. Now, shall you check for extraneous on your test? Yes, absolutely. With a radical and rational, you must check. Rational just check the bottom. Radical check the whole thing. Next questions. Question 1. Okay, question 1. You factor everything, but you realize this is the x plus 1 and x minus 1, right? So can I rewrite that to that? And now multiply by x plus 1, x minus 1. And so the first one, if you multiply, it becomes x plus 1. And this plus x minus 1. And that's equal to 2. And that's 2x equal to 2. X is equal to 1. Now, is x equal to 1 the solution? So the answer is no solutions, right? And because you didn't check the extraneous, you're going to check the bottom. If you plug in the bottom, it's going to go and define. So therefore, it's not including the solutions. Questions? How about literal equation? The second question. Everybody got the same answer? Those are questions always on SAT, by the way. And you have to know it.
Could you go over the question to how to solve for t?
Sure. Solve for t is a little bit harder than solve for p. Solve for t, if you solve for t, I'm going to distribute this. So that's going to be u equal to fp over t, right? Minus fe. Now for me, like I always distribute if they are inside the parentheses. I just think about if I get a habit of doing that, I'm not going to go anything wrong with it. So what I'm going to do is I don't like fractions. So what do? And then that's going to give you ut equal to fp minus tfe. Tfe. Is that okay? So now you see there's a t, right? Do you see the t right here? You see the t right here. I always move them the t related term on one side. So we're going to add tfe on both sides. Add tfe on both sides. So it'll be ut plus tfe equal to fp. Now you see that t is on the two separate term. What can I do? Yeah.
Divide u plus fe.
And then just divide it over t equal to fp. Fp over u plus fe. Is that okay? And that's done. It's that easy.
You know.
I personally like literal equation a lot because it's on every SAT question that you can figure out. For the last 30 years, it's on every single SAT question, one form, another form. Sometimes it could be like, distance equal to speed times time or something like that and find the time. Sometimes it could be much complex like this. And the most complex situation I ever seen is one of the SAT practice question. It just looks really scary, but it's actually not scary at all. But I can find it in a second, but I'll show you. Any other question need me go over? Do you know how to check your answer on decimals on any solving equation? Do you know how to use decimals during the SAT?
No.
Please. Huh? You don't know?
No, go ahead.
Do you need me to teach you?
It'd be nice.
Okay. So let's just say if like this one is square root of 2x minus 3 plus x equal to 3. In order, let's just say today, author that's taking the SAT question and he doesn't know how to solve this. But author remember that Mr. Yu teach him how to cheat. And then so what he gonna do is you're gonna subtract 3 on both sides. So you're gonna get square root 2x minus 3 plus x minus 3, and then do not graph equal to 0. So then, even though it's equal to 0, but you're gonna just graph this part. And what are you looking for? X-intercept, right? So square root of 2x minus 3, and what else? Plus x minus 3. So plus x minus 3. And there you go. The x-intercept is 2. And what do we answer we got? 2. So this is how you cheat.
I see.
But you cannot graph equal to 0 because if you graph equal to 0, it's going to look like this. You're going to see a straight line. Even though it still intersect at 2, but you cannot click on it. You're not sure if it's exactly 2. What if I just switch this one to 2.1 like this? Let's say 2.1. It looks like at 2. But the problem is not at 2 anymore. The problem, if you solve it, it's going to be 1.95179. So you have to make sure you don't graph the equal to 0. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. If nothing you remember in your life, if you take an SAT, remember how to cheat. Yes. No, there was some fail. There's some student generated response. That's called a student. It's fill in the blank.
It's like four.
For math.
Four.
Yep. Roughly 4 to 6. Sometimes, like, I don't know, depends. But they worth same amount of point. Okay. Isla.
Sorry, I'm like, it's like, I take photo of it and I'm redoing the math problem because I didn't remember.
Okay. Any other question need me to help you?
Small.
Any other question I need to help you? Yes.
Is there a difference between a parentheses and a bracket?
Yes. Parenthesis means you don't include that value. So for example, the answer was, is a parenthesis and a bracket are the difference? Yes, they are different. So the parenthesis means you don't including -4. Because if you plug in -4, it's going to cost bottom and define. So you don't including that. But you can including 2 because 2 is on the top. 2 minus 2 is going to give you a 0. Does not give you undefined. So those are the things that you have very, very tricky that you have to find out what is going on.
So when you're writing domain, do you use parentheses or brackets?
Depends on each endpoint. So what happens if I plug in -4? I'm gonna put a parenthesis because -4 is on the bottom, but the 2 is on the top because you can do 0 over a number is fine, but number over 0 is not okay. So you cannot have number over 0. But since if I plug in 2 on the top, you're gonna get a 0 over the number is fine. But if number over 0 is actually undefined. Any other homework question? Yes. Sure, I can do 5. I can do anything. My goal is to help you as much as I can. Number 5 is great. The problem is number 5, I think majority of you guys have the wrong answer. How many of you guys got 2 answers? You got 2 answers? 2 answers good. 1 answer is bad. Okay. I'm glad Roger is asking questions, and this is a great question to ask. Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 on both sides. Wait, that was a. Wait, is add a 1 or subtract 1? Oh, subtract 1. My bad. This is subtract 1 on both sides. So before x minus 3 to the -2/3 is equal to 16.
4x what?
4x minus 3.
Okay. Whoa.
I'm sorry. So now I get to this point. So what I'm gonna do is 4x minus 3 to the -2/3, and I'm gonna put a bracket here. I'm gonna get rid of this power. Which power should I multiply on both sides?
3.5.
Now, do you realize that 16 93/2? Now I'm gonna say this too in red. When you have a even roots on the bottom, you must including plus minus. Only it's even though. Odd is just plus. If it's even, you must including plus minus. So this becomes 4x minus 3, pretty easy because those two multiply becomes 1. And I don't need that real parenthesis anymore. So it's going to be plus 4. So it'd be square root of 16. Wait, no, hold on. It's 1 over 16 to the square to the third root. So that's equal to plus minus 1 over 64, or x minus 3. 4x minus 3 is equal to 1 over 64. So it's 4x equal to 1 over 64 plus 3, which is 64 over 64 because combined fractions, that's equal to 192.
Yes.
193 over 64 and divided by 4 on both sides, so times 1 over 4. So it's 193 over 256. I don't know if anybody got that weird number.
I don't pick up that.
Good. Very awesome.
You got that?
All right. So 4x minus 3 equal to negative 1 over 64. This is very similar, but 4x equal to negative 1 over 64 plus 192 over 64. So that's equal to 191 over 64. So x equal to 191 over 256. And those are the two answers. If you graph it, you're going to find two answers. Yes.
Is one supposed to be, isn't there supposed to be plus minus?
Yeah, I did plus minus. I did minus 1 over 64. This is 1 over 64. But you have to evaluate differently because if you evaluate, it's going to get you to the two answers. It's not just plus minus of 193 over 256. It's actually one is 193 over 256, one is 191 over 256. Questions? How much time I have?
5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you domain questions. So the domain question practice. So I want you to let me see on the bottom. I'm gonna give you. Give me a second. Bottom, I'm gonna give you something that you might need a factor. Ooh, hold on a second. I don't. Hold on a second. I don't like this one. My fault. I don't like this one is because there's a number in between is very hard to test. So let me give you a better one. 3x squared minus x minus 4. And this one's better, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, this one's better. Yeah, this one's a lot better. Bottom's definitely factorable. So remember, all your old test questions still accountable. You cannot just say, "Oh, I don't need to know. I'm done with it." I know. I need you to know all the math on for a long time. At least my goal is like, hey, you're good enough at math where you can teach your grandchildren when one day they ask you for help. Even though like AI would be much more prevalent when you have grandchildren.
I don't need AI. I need Mr. Yang. Huh. Yeah, I don't got that much saps.
I was telling people like you must do homework every day, and I remember like there was one episode of Ninjago. Actually, the first episode.
Are you an Ninjago fan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so actually,
Because Devin will watch that thing forever. He'll watch it in Ninjago all the time.
I still watch Ninjago. I stopped watching after like season 5 though. It wasn't as good as
Season 5. I don't know.
well, because after the robots took over.
Well, actually, Devin, did you watch Ninjago? It's more Jeremy and Edison, right? It's more Jeremy and Edison watching Ninjago.
Really? Is this still watching Ninjago? I didn't like in college. Or
Yeah. No, they used to watch it. When they grew up, they used to.
Wow.
I don't know. Do you grow up with Ninjago? I don't think you watched Ninjago though. Maybe.
Western go loud. Forward.
I gotta look it up a quote. Master Wu.
Wait. Master Wu quotes.
Yes. Oh, that's actually a pretty good quote, though.
The best way to defeat your enemy is Hey, let's be friends.
Life
Yeah.
Name a prop until tomorrow. What can be done today? Yeah, that's it.
almost there.
Hey, I have a thing I have to go, so I can't.
Question: is it that when you're doing like this, it automatically?
The factor's wrong.
Oh wait, wrong.
What did I say?
Does it automatically?
Yeah, because you want to use that radical.
Anytime you see something like extremely
Yeah.
like this, you have to put. It's always this.
Yeah. Yeah, because reason because you don't want to be.
It'll just sound like that.
Yeah. As long as you practice for the test. So,
You know, like, I don't know the answer.
Yeah. I see it's where it is, but when pitch black, I stopped the fence, ran into it. I want to save myself like $800 because I had to pay like $200 for it.
are you sure you want to including 4 Because 4 is on the bottom.
Yeah, like it's my life mission.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Or what, dude? I can't do
What
it.
we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I had to do number line.
Now it's my
Wait,
life
this works.
mission.
I'm just making sure, bro.
Be great and sure, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a great quote.
Yeah, like I care, bro. Wait.
I don't really know. Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
How do I know which read like
This is bigger than.
You need including all the endpoints. So at 5, forward 3, and -1. So you need to
Oh, I
have
need
3
5
endpoints.
too?
3 endpoints, yes.
I'm gonna do Puan work.
That's fine. Hoo-hum.
So it'd be not including fourth, but I got
Including 5
yeah.
and not including -1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When you
Oh, so there's a negative.
one of the homework ones, like the answer was negative. It said it was extraneous because we got -3 plus +3. But like the +3 was because it was the square root of 9.
Oh, yeah.
So why couldn't
3
it be
plus
negative?
3 is 6. 6 is not equal to 3.
No, it was like it said like
I don't know which question. You gotta show me the question.
yeah.
The bigger than it. Just bigger.
Great.
This is a great quote.
Did Alejandra drop something off?
If they're both
Uh,
if there's 2 negatives and 2 positives, what domain do I look for?
2 negatives and 2 positives.
Like right here.
Yeah, so then you're doing 2 regions. And you have to use U.
Which one do I look for?
The negatives.
Why
Or
the
the
negative?
positives, I mean.
Because the 2 negatives cancel out. I love that quote. Yeah, same thing.
What do you
So,
But the 2 negatives
Okay.
cancel out. You know, the positives.
yeah, recording from
You need to look for the certain region. And always look for the positive region.
Square root. Wait,
Always look for
yeah, because you can't negative, like you can't put
Oh.
negative in the square root. Then it gets into I, and that's a next. Sorry, I just like.
Miss J,
How to spell Ninjago?
are you real?
Are you
Ninja.
I think that's the whole plan. I only got like 100 minutes though.
Which do you? Oh no, are you next year?
No.
Like this?
I think
no.
it's an A.
Ninjago.
Root from
N-I-N-J-A.
Ninjago. Oh my god.
Ninja.
Sensei Ru?
Sensei
No,
Wu or
take-
Master
Is
Wu?
it Sensei, right?
It's master.
Is it master?
And then
Take
the
away that
I,
one.
the I, the I
Is
gets
it?
one.
I don't know.
Do you have the
Master
Maybe
Wu.
go.
Isn't when he was talking to like Paul and the rest of them when they were playing video games? I think that's what.
Yeah, that's how he turned evil. That's how the Dumbledore.
It is Master Wu. It is Master.
Wait, Mr.
Yeah,
A.
we cross out six
Did all
'cause
100
it's extraneous, but
Yeah.
is it just extraneous because the square root has to be positive?
No. Square root 6 is 12. 3. So this 3 minus. This is a. 6 is 12. This is 3, right? 3 equal 3 minus 3. That does not correct.
Oh, because you plug it in into here, not here.
No, you plug in the
It's
original.
a positive.
The original?
Yeah.
So then don't you get what?
So it'd be
6?
Actually, that one better go on the inside. That one's going on. Alright, bet.
Because when I plugged it in, I got the square root of 9 equals -3. And
No, you think count. You don't know how to count. Come on.
yeah,
Look, if you plug in 6, it's gonna be square root.
2
Don't square it. Don't square it. Just plug in 3 or
yeah, 2 times x is 6.
6.
6
No, just
or
12.
12.
12
12
minus
minus 3 is 9.
9.
The
3.
square root of 9 equals 3 minus 6.
No. 3 minus 6. It does not equal 3. Does not equal to -3.
That's what I'm asking. Why is this 3 instead of -3? Like,
Oh,
couldn't
it's
it be both?
always no.
That's my
Only
what I'm asking.
only square root of 9 is only 3, not positive -3.
So how do you know? Because on the other problem, it's like you have to split it into positive and negative.
Yeah, because
for
you
this-
use square root both sides. This case is you square both sides.
Jake, we can only stay for 20 minutes though.
Actually, is it this? This thing?
Oh,
5 is included. 3, 4 is not included. This is parentheses. This is yeah, this is both parentheses.
Wait, why?
Because it's on the bottom. If bottom is not defined.
It's just easy, so then let's be more.
Wait, why is 4/3 not included?
getting snapped.
Oh, I thought we found some.
Where your boy Caden?
My boy Kaden skipped school. Oh, you want me to call him? Call the youth.
No more high five. No more fist bump. For the rest of the year.
Kaden?
Yeah.
No, he was
Caden is always coming to me like this.
Kaden was here.
I'm like,
No, he was here. Kaden? No, he was here. Like, he was in my 5th period.
Mr. Yi, why isn't?
He just skipped Mr.
No,
Ye's
he was in
then.
my 6th period.
Why is it not 4/3?
He's afraid of you. He's not picking up.
He
Oh,
was
you're
in my
right.
6th
he knows I'm calling.
You could sense the aura through the phone.
Alright.
All right.
I have to check the WhatsApp to see what we're doing today, but I heard it.
Merly, pay it forward.
Yes, I literally.
No, you did not.
Who brought the 3 sons?
Oh, you did.
I don't think they're here anymore.
Wait,
Who brought
how do you
the 3
pronounce her
sons?
name?
Merly.
Merly?
It's okay. I accepted it.
I've been calling Merly since like 2 years, 3 years ago.
Morelli.
Huh?
It's like Morelli.
Morale?
Morelli.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never say it right. Did I ever say it right before?
Now.
Okay.
I
I think she never corrected me. That's
I don't mind. It's fine.
I know
If
you
you
always
mispronounce my name, I'd be like, hey, get it right.
Jacob.
Yeah.
That's too hard to not pronounce.
Yeah, I know. That's super easy name.
Hi.
No way. That's the way we got.
Are you posting the second?
Yeah, I'm posting the second.
What do you like about the video? What do you like? Yeah, like I put out basically. War, rage, he liked about yeah, like the wall writing. What? You know,
How many type of
that's what I was thinking. Rather reach, I put war the one side. I think it's number. See, I'm telling you, this paper is looking real tasty, bro. I'm gonna eat this, bro. Telling you.
I gotta print out master.
Where do you actually want me to put
Master.
this?
What's my tape?
Where is your tape?
Great question.
Bro, your tape is selling. That's crazy. There you go, bro. Bro, he is. Oh, right. They have a call.
I know you gotta go to Wuhan.
No.
You say you go, oh, you gotta do Wuhan.
I know he's gone. When you teach are you harder on your son or not as hard on your son?
I give him a B.
Do you always
Pick up homework card. Homework card.
No way. That's all we have to do.
when he has homework for you, then do you like make him you watch him do it?
I make sure you finish.
When did you just print it out?
Uh-uh.
Are you gonna put it like there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, never mind.
You cannot deny Mr. Wu. Master Wu.
Master Wu.
You
Yeah.
cannot deny Master
Master Wu made the green ninja happen, bro. I can't. Yeah, what do you know about Ninjago?
That is not
You don't know enough about Ninjago.
I know enough about
That was
that.
my comment. Yeah.
My favorite one's Zane.
That's out of shit.
There's one thing I do remember.
Zane is on top. Zane
Even though I didn't watch it much,
Zane's on top, right?
Zane's the best one.
I don't remember watching it, but there's one thing I remember.
What?
I think Carmadon's saying Lloyd was saying
Oh
Lloyd.
yeah, because his name's Laloy. It's not.
It's not Lloyd.
It's LLOY. It's Laloy.
The Lloyd?
Yeah, look what he printed out. He's gonna put it there.
Lloyd.
No, he printed out the don't put off or never put off yeah that. He's gonna put it next to the
Outlet?
kill kitten or whatever. Yeah.
Outlet.
Wait, what's his
Outlet.
What's his
Never
name?
put off what can wait what? Never put off something for tomorrow when it can be done today.
Ooh, that goes next to Puppy Dies.
Or that's my motto. That's right. No, you literally don't even do your homework, but you use the last year's countdown. You already know. Bro. You already know. I don't give a shit. If I didn't do homework, I just mess up with it and just like tell him I didn't do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I regret throwing away all my old work papers.
You did? Why?
Yeah, threw away. Except for the triangle with the continuous.
I do all of my stuff away
Oh,
too.
you can't throw it out.
I took
Took a shrine.
My notes were like illegible anyway, so it didn't matter.
Were they more legible than mine?
No, okay, that's a different type of.
That's one.
I know I can say like last year I just did not like take notes. Like I did my homework, but it looked so bad I just didn't even care. I looked at it and I was like, do I keep? I was like, yeah. I was like,
Did you do well in the AP exam?
Yeah. But I was like, do I keep the notes from last year and use them this year? And I was like, I can't read it, so I just threw them away. And I'm like, oh damn. And I was
I bet I could probably read it. I find a way.
you can read it at this point, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a nightmare having to grade me.
Is that pretty cool?
Sure it is.
What are they on right now?
Power rule.
Oh.
I heard you touring people.
I am.
You touring Samantha? She's paying you?
No, not really. But she did great on her test.
She did.
She did really well. You can't lie.
Yeah,
But I didn't work, Mr. A. I worked my magic, Mr. A.
You
He did. He got
That's
there.
good.
Yeah. All right.
Is this right?
He doesn't know.
What do you mean I don't?
Do you like care about parentheses and brackets?
No, then you answer it.
You got a dog?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You
Go
like-
ahead.
Work it out.
Go ahead.
Did you find it?
You probably don't remember.
I probably don't. You're right. I can figure it out.
Are you sure?
Maybe. We'll find out.
It's more like, okay, so do you remember?
Wow.
Because you have to.
Cool. Wow. Oh, fuck
Is this like
The hell do we have to?
good? Is this be possible? Like you and then it's like that
Just
again?
think what the heck, Alex.
Yeah, probably.
We don't
Also,
got
like, also like could you just
Never this.
Do you care about parentheses and brackets?
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
Because on the denominator, if it's denominator, it should not include it because it has a link. If the numerator is okay.
I'm not a hypocrite.
No, because you can't be.
wait, so is this just like
Yeah. Number. Right. Yeah. You can use it down. Yes. Right. See, I'm not even too.
Blink your eye.
She looked at
The answer is peace of mind.
what's that? Are you paying it?
I was the test.
Oh, I think I got a B.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
I
I
think
read
it's
the book.
60%,
I read
bro.
that book twice, bro. It's just the words and the questions he used. I didn't know what they meant, bro. Like, look at my test.
I think I failed, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He didn't read the book.
Did you?
Why?
Good for you.
Back in Iran?
It wasn't bad. I'm glad I did it. It was fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
definitely,
easy.
I definitely got an 80%.
Yeah, I think
I probably got like 75.
I should get
I don't know. I think it's like 4 or 5. Back.
What is that kid worse, bro? A little man, what is it? A little man, what is it?
Y'all easy. Y'all easy. Right now,
I will be home before. Are you?
Actually, what? I like steel discussions.
Not mine. That's all I know. Right. It looks like it's a year long. I said it didn't want to go. I don't know. That might be out. But that looks like a year long. Yes.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, it's a year long.
You guys can be on paper.
Are you finally being 3? Yeah, it's gonna be home at 4. She was something at 4:30, so.
Okay, yeah, I have to be alone. I have to like report. I'm at PGA.
I was like doing my comp sci assignments, and it's like it's so free. It's so easy. I already.
I'm saying it's the single man that got 300.
You're like, I know how to code, so I got to It's so annoying.
They're shaking up the pool.
It's like just busy work.
Never put off until tomorrow. Oh,
Oh, man. That's why I take it every day, bro. That's my motto. Instead of Master Who, it's just say my name. Like, I'm not.
I'm gonna be slacking.
Are you going home?
It's because my college job. No, like, at least.
Oh, you just started your comment.
I did not.
Oh, you haven't even started your essay, bro.
Yeah.
You haven't even started his essay this year.
Hey, I want to put that video.
That's the rule.
You got to collect all my notes. What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's helping you know what all the
You gotta what? Look at TV page.
What do you mean?
I got 16/3.
Mr. Ye, you know, I already came to school with your class.
1/3? I got negative 2.
I'm not going to come to school. What's
Yeah, third -1.
I was like, I was going to
It's not. Oh, it's -1.
and I was really tired. Later.
Do you have to simplify more or is that fine?
Oh, yeah, I went to Laban. I was like, do I come to school?
I don't
And it's like
simple talk.
it's 8:50 when I wake up.
Yeah, really
Oh shit, so one thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, do I come to school? And I'm like, well, I have a 3 days class. So I had to I just have to show up. And then I stayed the entire day. But I had a little I showed up like 10 minutes late to your class this year. Really saw me walking in. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe my immune response. You might have a bad mind. Yeah. You still the is this okay? The rest of my Oh,
Yeah, but it's like it's not.
I know it's positive because it's just negative.
4/3 -1. That's the
That's good.
I told him he couldn't like 5 times. Oh, I told you. You can't combine that. You can't let him get the job done, bro. I went in front of me and oh, I didn't even know that's it is. It's asking for 100 hours of service or of because it's pulling out job. And you really that's why you talk for audience, you can just say that you're working hours, push ups hours. It's go back to your second part, so it's it's gonna be -8. I was just second part, like
Because it's a -2.
It's
-2.
Yeah, I did last year.
if you want, there's that busy Saturday.
-2.
You start second harvest in 3 hours.
No, bro, don't do that.
That is terrible. I did that for 2 hours. I was dying. It's just a warehouse. I got 8 degrees down there. I don't know what that is. It's it's in a 8 X. I don't know, but it's a warehouse. Yeah, if you have 8 X or negative 8, I'll go to X. It's negative 30. Go watch it later. I'm gonna try to go. Alright, I got to get out of here. Wait, you have
Yeah, I got scram.
Dave, you ate snack and you leave 20 drinks?
What can I say?
I donate. You better.
You don't have what?
I donate snacks, so I get to make snacks. That's fair, right?
That's 2 years. Where's my school? You gave it.
Goodbye, Sensei.
Bye, Jacob. Sensei.
No, did you? I have to decorate it based off of the legislative laws. Yeah, it's this year, man. Oh, yeah. You were right.
Oh yeah. It sounds just lock in now. Go do your or you meant to pull out and do it cheap. I don't know. Right. Yeah, they're all power. Mystery. No. Yeah, power.
Yeah, we did power.
Have you guys done quotient and product? Doing like power with okay.
What happened?
Should I keep it like? Should I keep it like this, or should I simplify it to x cubed x?
What depends on the questions they're asking. I think number 3 they want you to plug in the value.
Number three. Oh, number 3 was just asking derivative, but then it asked for
They also ask you to plug in a number.
tangent line. Is that for all of them?
No, that's just for the last ones.
That's fine.
It's like,
I thought it was just we have to take a derivative of these.
for like,
Oh, you're trying to grab okay. So you remember your power base? It's I have like this.
it was X.
Can you do minus?
Yeah. So you have an
Well, no,
negative 8 x to negative 3.
you said I do that right.
Last one.
4x.
So subtract 1, you multiply 5.
Oh, okay, that's just.
Oh, is this?
Okay, so
This is a roll.
it's just power. So. So 2x squared, right? When you take the derivative of this, you have to subtract 1 from the exponent, right? So you have 2x, and the original exponent, you multiply it. So it's 2.
Oh, yes.
So you're just gonna do negative 4x times negative 2. To the original exponent.
Hi, my name is Donald Ye. I have an appointment at 3 today. However, my blood test is not out yet. I take the blood test last week, and so it'll be kind of pointless to come to here without a blood work result. So, is it possible for me to reschedule? Can you call me back at 321-438-0000 to reschedule appointment for today's appointment? Because the blood result is not show up yet. I thought it was gonna take a week, but it's actually taking longer than that. Okay, bye.
I did all this.
Oh, yeah.
I found just not for. I need to find the daily lunch.
Like,
How do I get the table?
yeah. You wrote it Angela and so you wrote it down. I know.
How else would you read it? I don't know. That's fair.
That's what I want, right? It's also one.
Oh my god.
Want to find it? Price. Yeah. Then it's fine. Here's
Charger.
like in I don't have right. It's like said the track not working.
I have to take it. We send it up. Was it? That. And the back sequel.
No.
Okay.
You have to
Hey, I said that was 2 over. Yeah, I'm not 2 over cubic X because they know that it was in
they're in right.
Look at.
Okay. If you find the slope, find
that
that
the function is just
I did that.
2 over cubic X. So then you go backwards. Work back.
Yeah, I should go.
It's kind of like sense. It's kind of like that's why you have to. It's kind of logical.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, why now? All right, so let's say that.
That's all this is showing.
Okay, so wait.
I don't know what you're trying to do. I actually found this power. No, that's not power.
Like, if 4 is the power of the it's just like 16. Let's see, it'll be root of 4.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're fucking
I don't know.
You get there.
The final equation is actually plus 4. I've been forward to that.
I'm posting a homework in a second.
So, you are right. I was ever. Are you balancing out? Yeah.
I can see it.
Bye.
Look, it's not the equation. That's it was 16x to the third over 3. You plug in 4. That's your slope. Makes sense?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So once you have your slope, you actually find the equation.
That's what
Again, all right. So
no.
So you need to find your 2 days. You gotta find out 2 days.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I'm busy tomorrow. Oh, so
Plug in 4 into your function. That's it.
I'm broken.
Okay, so all right, like what part? So we found a slope. So now, in order to make a tangent line, we need to add a point, right? So in order to make this point, we need to find it.
Yeah.
How do we find it? Don't get one of this.
I would need to.
But it's four towards the
So you want to
That's what I do. I didn't listen.
It's like, yeah, see, they just like.
Fourth power 4 out.
Okay, I said.
5, 6.
Do you not do anything? Do you not do this? I don't learn this.
Okay, Alex. Just to let you know,
What do you mean it's in a black? What is that?
like it's like some people that America doesn't make sense. Like in Iran, like check out stuff gets quicker. You know what I mean? Like these kind of countries like China. Oh, yeah. Everywhere. America doesn't make sense. And the ones that America is their original culture is so important. That's a new one. Like Iran said, with America, that's like good point. Fine. The original culture is at that form. You remember that prime effect was a little higher, but. Oh,
Yeah, I know that.
it's just
Yeah, I understand that. This is, yeah, that's, I know that this is basically.
you got
Sorry, number 8.
That's still for
Yeah, it's two
that's right. Your last eight. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, like I don't think
Work it out.
right. Yeah, buddy, you don't get a calculator until like the third
I
quarter.
got the night after, and then after that, I got negative 1%.
And that's I got a cube. You got a cube. You trap house.
Let's go.
Mr. I'm back. Did you miss?
For some real reason, I thought you are your sister.
Yeah, I know we were today.
So I can recognize. I was like, why is Shreya here?
Did you miss me yesterday? My jokes.
So are you plugging in 4? I did not.
Would that be your
So when you're technology, that's what
Is it not?
Wait.
So what's your X value?
Four times.
You get around
Times 2.
we can't forget my city.
Okay, but like,
I mean, I know.
Yeah.
So we have something else.
Alright, so like
I'm
what your X value over X the power of there's nothing, right?
well, so nice.
And you want to make X.
Wait, why is it not negative? Oh, so that I brought it up. So then.
What? Or you 64. Through 64. Right at the like
Tell me what it's about when I'm done with the question.
Yeah.
so we have two Yeah, we say, music.
It's a mess.
Okay.
As long as you can see it. Oh, it's a one. Yeah.
Yes, no, they're actually- it's actually- it's not- it's not- Yeah, the Wi-Fi, point, but right, it's your ex- your ex-
Yeah.
Bring it, see right now. Or it's story, right? Have to multiply, multiply really, and then also equals the negative 1/3 times 2.
Also, I do have to write.
I'm waiting for your voice.
I'm sure you did.
And then now you add minus over.
But then I keep it as X.
I forgot the.
I think I solved it for the.
Mine is now 155. If you were 100.
What do you mean 155?
One thing's getting moved. No, I think.
I guess they didn't fix that.
That doesn't make sense. 155 short of 255. But it's the time, their time's off.
So,
So
AB homework, do you want to do like the tangent for every question or just
last week.
Yeah, you get great.
Are you sure it wants to be that big?
Yeah. It's already got crazy.
So you know, so then even though we have talked about it, you see stomach such a right. With the so because that's something different from what we talked about. Well,
Yeah.
Let's see. 3 half times 3. I like that. No, negative 1. No. Yeah, I like mine.
I'll give you a name.
Plus.
So.
Look, why did it?
Wait, doesn't make
I didn't know why. Like, why? No. It's not like you're writing.
Yeah. Don't simplify.
Because I know you can pull out. If my school is private, is it chartered?
Alright, so now.
This charter's really quick. It has elementary, like, oh, it's right, like, yeah. Like your situation, because you created so much weirder than you needed. You already asked. You already asked. No, you could set a bomb now, so you don't know. Go ask. Yeah, go after her lunch. Oh, never mind that.
Minus 2 over 2.
After November.
Somewhere else you're working.
What are you looking for?
Yeah.
What are you?
But you want your.
October.
So November is on November 1st, October 15th is at the series. Yeah.
15 is October 15th. So then you have
to get into the school for me.
It's weird. It's for there's like it's like A.
Yeah.
I don't think how many
If you do doing right,
Yeah, because I don't have my son.
Plus, there's not much that you need to do basically.
Yes.
It's
Okay, what are you so picky? Grab a snack?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can update it. So the actual application is due up to the 15th, but you have until like.
I cannot find it open.
Hey, funny, you can buy it. Yeah. Look for late. Look for like. Now I don't run it. Wow.
So I think the deadline for SAT and scores is October 25th, question mark. I'll check for you. But you can submit the application on the 15th, but still make little changes to the score. Just have to log in.
But he's smart.
I mean, you could do regular.
He's really smart. He will not talk about him. He's smart. No, Alex? Yeah. Alex. Yeah.
Ryan or Alex?
Alex.
Alex.
He's
smart. Yeah, he's real smart.
No, Alex shows
Yeah, he's really smart. It's really, he's actually so
He
straight.
computes things fast.
You know, it's crazy. I was teaching.
He must have a really bad thing, right?
Yeah, I was teaching him something like 2 weeks ago. It's still like, yeah, right.
And he understands it once he understands it. He's just not gonna forget.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. He reminds me of like Armand a little bit.
No, he's like Ian.
Actually, yeah, you're probably right. But
Ian's like that too.
yeah,
If Ian understands it, he understands it completely. But he's more happier than Ian. Alex shows more happy.
he makes a lot more jokes. He's a
Yeah, he enjoy like laugh.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
You gotta provide. You gotta pay it forward.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I haven't eaten like.
Yeah, do I feel it?
No.
I don't need that because I already did that. Actually, really. Do we need something for under what's already made? You don't? It's only if you need a guest.
I think so. We supposed to.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask Hannah.
For guests?
No,
Not for yourself. I'm actually.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think they want to.
Maybe
I know last year.
it's a cool deploy.
Wait,
I don't know. You know, that is.
Wait, is that one from the one that's like on? That's what he's like.
Dubai.
our team. It's been
I'm not too
not too young.
No.
I did.
I thought it did -2. What did he like bring it over?
Yeah, I just
That's it later and see if
I mean, this would be changed.
But then
That's all I
did you put this in front of me?
So basically, you just make this in time.
Where's this?
Oh yeah, you have to trip. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I was, you added the blog.
I
Why is it scared? I don't know. She like used to do that.
Like what's that?
Why isn't it?
Oh, good. You have this distributed.
Anyway,
Well, it's just 3x times 3.
A4. Say No,
Oh,
but then
Hey, for I literally.
you do like negative.
I drove you for 40 minutes.
Well, no, it's like square. I do agree. No, I don't. Yeah, what is this? I pay for my own gas. I'm not paying for my own insurance in a few months. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah. One day I remember traveling now. Look at my company. So like you don't think this is sorry. Well, when everybody meets together, yeah.
I know how I am. I need to go through extra stuff. No, it's that one.